Now it's time to hear Craft Your Brand Legacy by moza-bella, where we craft brand legacies.
Dr. Hughes, so great to meet you again. And I know that you are so active within this community, and you're a business owner yourself. And tell me why is it that you dedicate so much time and effort into your local community?
You know, it turned out, Moza, that it wasn't. You know, we have to be careful of the things that we pray for, because God will give you exactly what you ask for.
Yeah.
That when I was a librarian at a middle school 3 years ago, it was in January when I couldn't get up, and the disability that I have has to do with the deterioration of vertebrae in my back and through my neck, um, some of the cardiac challenges, and so I kind of had a moment of clarity, like Helen Keller must have had, who couldn't talk, deaf. I'm like, as long as my mouth is moving, I still have a chance, and I have all this time on my hands. So what can I do with it? And so that was part of the drive, the impetus for being able to do what I do in the community. And when you find yourself, like you talked about before, about failure and about how the odds are stacked against you sometimes when you're first or second generation, but you have to cut your own way. Well, sometimes God lets things happen to you that you think are look like failure, but they're actually opportunities to do and have all that you can do. And when you're allowed to let that flourish, I'm having the time of my life. I'm having fun.
So, I'm so glad that you said that, right? So people talking about resilience, most of the time, but I think it's about the decision that you make. Like for you, the decision is for you to keep moving forward and not to give up. And I think that's the difference.
You know, when we met, that's what binds us. Those are the things, those qualities that. And in fact, when I met you, you said, "Well, I'll be going away to Vietnam for a few months. I won't be back." And I'm like, "No, you're never away." And I remember saying, "I'm going to miss Moses." And like, oh my God, here's somebody who understands not only my heart, but the desire to want to be well. And then watching you as you traipse, all over, Asia and Vietnam. I'm like, look at this. I know this lady. That's what's fun.
Yeah.
Is to see others who are successful, and we are walking that path. And maybe, like I heard a gentleman say, they may be parallel tracks, where you are and where I am.
Yep.
But it's the one spirit, it's the one desire to do and be and help others as we go through. So.
And see like how, look at this, what you have built, right? We started with this community, only like 3 people, like you said. And then I joined in at that point, maybe like 7 of us.
Yeah.
And today it's like a full room of how many people? I didn't even count.
We had 25 that I checked in, 66 registered for the event. And I was too scared to tell John and Linda, we gotta have more people coming, because you also can't determine who just shows up.
Yep.
So yeah, this was a good crowd.
And this is, like the proof, the proof of people connection.
Yeah.
People come here. Why do they come here? Some people like drive like an hour. Like I myself, I had to drive like an hour to get here. But it's the human connection. That's what we need.
Yeah. A woman who lives in Vernon Hills, Stella, she came to the event that we had in November, and she had an incident that happened, and she couldn't walk.
Yeah.
And I happen to have a sample tube of the technology that we have.
Yeah.
And I put it on, and she started stomping her feet because she couldn't put any pressure on it.
Really?
And she went home dancing, and she told her husband,
"Wow.
Well, you already know, because you got something." And and the husband goes, "Well, what is this stuff? And who is this Dr. Hill guy? And what does he do?" And I had to tell her, it's not what I do, and it's not even the things I'm introducing. It's who I am.
Yeah.
Your wife was in some degree of pain. I have something that can help her. I just gave it to her. I didn't ask for anything.
That's why you do what you do. and that is good stuff. Like you're right, because I have it myself and I use it on me.
Yep. I'm gonna give you another one. The new technology. I'm just gonna give it to you. Go. Yeah, I have it with me. Yeah. And
so guys, if anybody needs good stuff, like free stuff, come to Dr. Hill.
Well, that's gonna go for, how they say on some commercials, for a limited time only.
For a limited time
for
only.
A limited time only. Yeah, you can get this technology. But but I know you're doing me, but I because it's in my heart to say, but I'm so glad that you and Scott are here, and to watch you blow up, and the people whose lives you're changing on your Facebook page. And
thank you.
you almost so speechless what I see you do. And every time you are on, I do try to say something or make a comment to let you know that we're with you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, we're
you.
with you.
Thank you. Appreciate you, and I love you. And thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, same
Yep,
here.
thank
Same
you.
here.
That's it for now from Craft Your Brand Legacy with Moza-bella. Your win is what we do best.